Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
We had severe weather in the region today. This video is showing some strong wind and snow gusts near the Oxbow exit on I-94 South. Let's toss it to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson to tell us exactly what we can expect tonight. Hutch?
We still have some pretty brutal conditions across portions of our viewing area, but the blizzard-like conditions are slowly shifting east. There's improvement in our westernmost counties. A quick look at road conditions that shows eastern North Dakota still with some snow-covered or packed roads, but in Minnesota, basically from Fargo toward the Twin Cities area getting hit hard, and the red areas you see in southwestern Minnesota, all closed roads. So through Minnesota on I-94 and I-29 south towards Sioux Falls, all very difficult travel continues. Our first alert weather day continues, and we're turning our attention to these winds that are ushering in cold air. Peak wind gusts today, over 60 miles per hour. Blizzard warning continues in Lakes Country. It does include the FM area. Reduced visibility at times to a mile or less. That continues with the heaviest of the snow now heading toward the Twin Cities. Wind chill advisory has been posted for all of our area. Notice the dark blue colors heading through Minneapolis. That snow is focusing on the Twin Cities, with some reporting 8 inches of snow there. 1.2 reported in the FM area, by the way, as our winds currently are still gusting over 50 miles per hour. Visibilities under 1 mile for much of our Minnesota viewing area. The cold air is on its way. We're talking sub-zero air with wind chills 20 to 30 below now, 30 to 50 below during the overnight and into the morning. Andrew will have hour-by-hour details in your forecast and what to expect as we go into a very frigid morning tomorrow on Christmas Eve, and we'll have an idea of what Santa and the reindeer will be dealing with tomorrow night in a few minutes.
All right, we need to know that. Thank you, Hutch. Even though the snow has passed, slick roads and brutal winds could still make your evening commute dangerous. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie joins us live now with a look at our road conditions and what it could mean for your drive time. Courtney?
Hi, Andrea. I'm standing outside of the Dakota Magic Casino, and I got to tell you, the drive from Fargo to Hankinson was so tough. I don't know if you can see it behind me. Can you see it? That's I-29. I can't see it either, because not just because the wind is pushing my hair in my face, but because the whole way from about the Kindred exit out here to Hankinson is whiteout conditions because this wind is just ripping. Now, Hutch said that there's no travel advisory, out east and down here out south as well. You saw some of that video we played at the top of the show. Whiteout conditions as long as this wind continues to blow like this. So although it doesn't seem bad in town, if you are going to be getting out of town, you don't have to go very far to run in conditions like this. So be safe, be careful, stay inside if you don't have to go outside tonight. Reporting live in Hankinson, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks, Courtney, for that live report. And while most flights were canceled in and out of Fargo today, we are getting word that 300 flights have been canceled in the Twin Cities because of the nasty weather there. You can find updated information about the forecast on our VNL weather app. We're now learning the names of the people involved in yesterday's apparent murder-suicide. Police say the victim is 49-year-old Angela Juven. She's believed to have been killed by 54-year-old Joel Graff, who was also found dead in the home. Juven's identity won't be confirmed until an autopsy is performed. The Cass County Sheriff's Office released a statement today explaining more of what happened when 41-year-old Luke Leducer died in their custody last week. Today, Sheriff Jesse Johnner explained that several well-being checks were done on Leducer while he was in his cell during the evening of the 18th, but that there were no indications that Leducer had any medical issues. It wasn't until about 5:16 that night when a deputy stopped by his cell and noticed that Leducer was having a medical emergency. The Cass County Sheriff's Office sends their condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Leducer. Fargo police need your help finding a missing teenager. 17-year-old Riley Ann Hayes was last seen on Sunday at about 7:20 p.m. at the Northport Hornbachers. She's 5'2" with a thin build, blue eyes, and her hair is colored red and black. She has multiple piercings on both ears as well as a small tattoo on both hands. Riley was last seen wearing black jeans, red high-top shoes, and a Hornbachers shirt. If you see her, go ahead and call police. Fargo police officers are still looking for this person seen taking a package off a porch in South Fargo. It happened over the weekend on 15th Street South. We told you about the story, a woman missing a gift for her child on Monday, but this case took a strange turn. The suspect not only stole this woman's package, but replaced it with another stolen package. If you know who that person is, go ahead and call police. A message from Fargo police today: don't attract thieves with your big gift boxes on the curb. This is the time of year when people get big ticket items like flat screen TVs, gaming systems, and other electronics. Police say by leaving these large boxes outside of your home, you could be announcing to potential thieves what they might find if they decide to break in. So you should consider breaking down the boxes so the labels aren't obvious, and if you can, haul them to a recycling facility. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz signed an executive order today to reopen pools for lap swim and organized swim teams. Starting January 4th, pools may reopen as long as facilities follow social distancing requirements specific to pools. That guidance is posted on the Stay Safe Minnesota website. Officials say more than 4,000 healthcare workers in Minnesota got their first coronavirus vaccinations. The Department of Health says the state expects its first 94,800 doses of Moderna's vaccine this week, with most arriving today. Most will go to long-term care facilities. Officials also expect to get nearly 250,000 doses from the two approved manufacturers by the end of the month. President Trump left for Florida after throwing the fate of the Congress-passed COVID relief bill into chaos. Earlier today, President-elect Biden presented his education secretary pick. The president-elect says he wants schools reopened during his first 100 days in office, and he vowed to call upon Congress to help make it happen. Skylar Henry is at the White House with more.
President-elect Joe Biden emphasized his plans to reopen schools while introducing his education secretary nominee, Miguel Cardona.
Early next year, I will put forward before the Congress our plan as to what comes next. But I assure you it includes funding to keep educators on the job.
The former public school teacher and principal currently serves as Connecticut's education commissioner.
It shouldn't take a pandemic for us to realize how important teachers are for this country.
In a surprise move, President Trump is now demanding lawmakers revise the $900 billion COVID relief package it passed this week.
Increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 for a couple.
Moments after the president tweeted his demands, congressional Democrats responded in overwhelming agreement. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tweeted, "At last, the president has agreed to $2,000. Democrats are ready to bring this to the floor." But in order to do that during Thursday's pro forma session, Pelosi would need the cooperation of House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy. The president's demand for the changes has caused a split with some members of his party. Senator Rand Paul on Fox News Channel.
It's a really foolish, egg-headed, left-wing socialist idea to pass out free money to people.
The one thing he should not be doing is, after the work went into the bill, holding up when by the end of the month their benefits are going to end.
The president and his family departed Washington to spend the holiday at his resort in Mar-a-Lago. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
President Trump has also vetoed the 2021 defense bill, which Congress overwhelmingly passed over a week ago. Lawmakers are expected to return to Washington next week for an override vote. Still to come, we'll get a look at a detailed questionnaire that lawyers hope will help them pick a jury in the George Floyd police trial.
You may have noticed a slight drop in temperatures from 24 hours ago, between 30 and 50 degrees across the region. This is a time lapse from the Dakota Magic Casino. Conditions are improving, but dangerous cold is to take hold. Your hour-by-hour forecast for Christmas Eve is coming up next.